Hey guys, Apple here, and today we're doing a video on what not to do when sapping a sentry. Next week I will be covering what you should do, but first we need to know what is a no-no in the world of spying. I want to thank one of my friends for telling me their view on this issue, so a huge thanks to Toasty for helping me with this video. This video may be mostly focused on competitive, but it should also matter on pop. At least most of the tips can be applied to that playstyle. Now, I will be mostly talking about the sentry today. This is because trying to fit both the teleporter and the sentry and the dispenser in the same time is a little much for one video. The teleporters are especially hard to talk about, but I will be addressing them in a future video. I think it's time to start. Hey Lenny, roll the intro.
With my apologies.
Before getting to the don'ts, let's get into what the sentry is and does to the team. The sentry is key to solid defense, though not because it's very good at defending. It is actually really easy to take down. What it accomplishes is slowing down the team. It restricts the freedom of the enemy team and supports its teammates with more time to defend. The restriction of access to the flank routes and requiring multiple enemies to target the sentry is what makes it so good. It's more of a supportive role for the team, and on payload, when everything is about time, it's key to success. Those extra seconds that the sentry can add to the enemy's capture time is game changing. As a spy, you have the job to hold supportive roles at bay. Your job is to remove the team's access to resources. This means that your primary target is mostly the medic, since he can deliver a huge amount of heals, but can also give them additional health over the maximum in form of overheals, and can activate a very deadly uber charge that can give the enemy team a huge edge. Though as a spy, even though you can take down the medic in one hit, you're restricted by the fact that you have to get really close to him and get behind him. This makes it easy to be spy aware and kill you before you even get a chance to kill the med. In Highlander, it is extra hard, since there normally is a pyro waiting to roast you to French bacon. Basically, the sniper is generally better at picking the medic, since just being able to see him is enough to pop his head with a single click, something that works on every skill level. Though you know what sniper can do? Make all the engineer buildings paralyzed and at the same time lose health. Here is where you, the spy, come in, because you and the sniper together can hold the medic engineer, the classes that the enemy team is most dependent on, at bay. You are the annoying force. You're the most hated classes in the game, thanks to your powers to kill someone in one hit and being generally annoying. You may not be able to pick the medic as well as the sniper, but you can make the sentry basically useless if you play your cards right. And when that sentry is removed, you have made it way easier to push, to flank and to kill. If that medic and engineer can give the team enough support to hold them healthy and to give them space to breathe, they're basically dead meat. So spy, you have a job of making that engineer a busy one. Busy building sentries, then losing those sentries, and then dying. So now that we know the role of the spy and the sentry, let's talk about the don'ts. This is the don'ts of sapping a sentry. I have made two don'ts that I think are the most important don'ts here. Don't rush the sentry with no thought. This is what it looks like when you're running the sentry like a madman. Not being patient is the equivalent of not being alive. Not being alive is the equivalent of being useless. As a spy, you are very weak, and trying to go straight on will rarely go well unless you wait for the perfect moment to sap the brains out of those buildings. Patience is key to being a good spy. It's about waiting for the perfect time to strike. If there is a pirate running around spy checking, it's probably not the best time to strike, just saying. Basically, wait a bit, make your life count. It's really important to stay alive in competitive and pop, of course. Normally, the pirate is also pretty busy, also spy checking around the medic, so wait for him to go over to the medic and then you can strike. Don't prioritize the sentry. The sentry is not as important as the engineer himself. Spamming sappers can be great to force the engineer to leave his buildings behind because of a push, but when alone, get the engineer instead. When you have killed the engineer, you can thereafter destroy the buildings. The sentry should nearly never be first and nearly always be an afterthought. Instead, kill that engineer. If you focus on the sentry, it's easy for the pirate to kill you. Plus, the demo man is amazing at taking down the sentry, so really, you're not even the best at taking it down, but you're the best at taking down the engineer himself. And since he's the only one who can heal it, removing him from the picture makes it easy as hell for your team to do the rest of their job, if you die. If you don't die, sap the sentry and sap the tele. The tele is super important for the team, so be sure to prioritize that of all buildings. So those are the primary don'ts. Don't rush the sentries and don't prioritize it. Next time I will give you the do's, so be sure to stay tuned for next week. On that, have a great day guys, and see you next time. I know this was kind of a weird short video, but I didn't really have much time because I've been working on a lot of different projects this week. But hopefully you did enjoy this video, and if you did, remember to leave a like. I really appreciate that, and maybe subscribe if you haven't. But other than that, hey Lenny, for the outro. Hey guys, I just want to say that I'm actually doing like a Q&A for Wednesday. So write your questions in the comment section and I will be answering them on Wednesday. I know this video has a little less production in it because I was just a little more busy this week. But hopefully I can turn up the quality next week. Sorry about that, but I'm still really happy with a lot of that video and I'm still pretty happy with it. It's a pretty weird topic I chose, like the don'ts of sapping a sentry. It's kind of very specific, but that's like what I chose to do, and you know, I think it turned out pretty well, even though it was kind of a weird video. And I hope that all the exam stuff is doing well and you're not like fucking getting like F's or something on that. See ya.